Hello everyone, so in this video, we are going to explore how to use reducers. Now we can apply reducers to image collections and we can always also compute statistics of images using reducers. Okay, so let's try to first apply it to an image collection. So as you can see here, we have our usual area of interest here, which is Baybay City, Leyte. And we also have our RGB vis here, and we filtered our Sentinel-2 images according to the metadata, the date, and also our area of interest. Okay, so let's create a variable to hold the mean of the filtered Sentinel. Okay, so what this is going to do is it's going to using reducers, it will compute the mean of the pixels of all of the bands inside this collection for all of the images in this collection. So we will compare the outputs later, so it will be clearer for you. Okay, so let's start by saying filtered underscore sentinel dot reduce. Okay, and then we are going to input here the reducer object reducer, and then we're going to select the mean. Right, you can also select the minimum, maximum, other statistics. And then so that's basically it. So we can try to add it to our add layer. So mean, so this one mean filtered sentinel, and then we're going to use our RGB vis as usual, and then finally we're going to rename it to mean the layer. Okay, so let's try to run this if it works. Okay, so as you can see right here, it has an error. So layer error, image.visualize, no band name before. Okay, and available band names are B1 mean, B2 mean. So basically it says because here in our RGB vis, we have B4, but actually if you calculate the mean using this method, it automatically renames the bands into B5 mean, like that. So it's good to create another visualization object. No? So let's type in RGBis mean, and let's rename our bands here to B4 mean, B3 mean, and B2 mean. Okay, so let's see if it works. Let's run it. Okay, so it worked. So let's go to the map and see. Let's go to here, Baybay City, Philippines. And as you can see right here, this is already the mean. Okay, so let's use inspector. Let's try to zoom in here. Zoom in here and see. So let's try to press here. Yes, it's calculating here. Pixels. Okay, so this is the chart. Let's just click this list view here. So as you can see, the B1 mean is 1312. So this is the average the first band of all of the images in the collection. So that's how it works. Okay. So let us now go to the second part of this video, which is to use reducers to compute the statistics of a specific image. Okay, so let's say you have an image, and let's say, for example, an NDVI image, and you want to calculate the mean, the average of all of the pixels in that particular image. So what we can use is the reduce region function. So before typing it out in the code, let's try to do some research here what the reduce region does. Reduce region. So as you can see right here. So here we have different parameters. So we have the image, the reducer that you're going to use, the geometry, the scale. So the scale here in this context means the pixel size pixel size that you want to use. And then the max pixels, we will only be using these scale, geometry, reducer, and max pixels. So you can experiment on the other parameters if you want. So the maximum number of pixels to reduce, okay? Okay, so let's start here by typing, by creating a variable, var stat mean, okay, of the first image. So let's, you can name it whatever name that you want. That is also descriptive. And then let's see, first image. So I want to compute the mean of the pixels for the first image in the filtered sentinel. So how do I get? So filtered sentinel dot first. Okay, this will return the first image there. Okay, and then we are going to type in reduce region. Reduce region, and then the input here is an object. Okay, so we are going to type in the reducer, ee.reducer, and then we are going to use the mean. And then after that, the geometry, we're going to use the geometry of this image, the first one. Okay, so let's try this. First image in our collection. So dot geometry, converting it to geometry. So we've done this before. And then the scale. So it's a good thing to conduct some do some research on the band that you want to to perform this statistics for, because as you know, the Sentinel-2 data has different spatial resolutions for different bands. So if you go to the Sentinel-2 data in the Google Earth Engine data catalog, you can see here that the pixel size, so for different bands, is different. So let's say I want to focus on B4, on band 4, then I'm going to use 10 meters here in my scale. I'm going to use 10 here, and then for the max pixels, I'm just going to input here 1 exponent 10. Okay, so that will be it for our object input. So the number of pixels, maximum number of pixels. And then let's try to print our result for the stat mean. So let's see if we entered all of this correctly, and we should get some our results. Okay, so let's run this. Console. Okay. Stat mean. Okay, so this is not stat mean, but stat mean first image. Okay, so let's run it. See if we did this correctly. Okay, so we have here our object, and here are the results. Okay, so these are the means of the average values of all the bands for this particular image. Okay, so that is how we use reducers for applying it to image collections, and also for computing the statistics for single images. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something new, and I will see you in the next one.